Hey everyone, Todd here, internalarchitect.com. And in this video, I want to talk about why it's important to know your why. Okay, so the definition for this is a clear, defined reason for change. It's important to come up with your own explanation and reason for this definition. Because as you start kind of going through the transformation of rebuilding yourself, you have to start kind of digging deep into the psychological areas of why you're doing this. And that is a good example of knowing what your why is so that you can move forward and start working towards that next bit of change that needs to happen. And understanding having your own explanation of your why is where it's like one of the foundational parts to getting on the right track and starting to get out of that rut that you're in of trying to just become that next best person that you can be. Now, as you kind of start working through this and you start figuring out what it is that you want, what it is that you need, who you are, then it's like, okay, your why starts coming to you. It's like, my why for Internal Architect and for Strapping for Life is I want to help people that have been through cancer. I feel like I have a lot of good experience that they could use to help them kind of help guide them through this new path that they're on, and give them a little bit of hope that there's some really good positive things to happen outside of cancer, but using cancer as a building block for your next stepping stone to do better. And as you kind of go along and do whatever, then you can start kind of figuring out what do you do after you discover your why. You start making goals and you start planning out the next steps to achieving that why. And as you start achieving those goals, you start seeing the results. And as you start seeing the results, you start, you get that feeling of accomplishment happening. And as that starts to happen, you start to feel like things are going the right way, and you start feeling good about yourself. So it does a lot of different things, including helping with your self-esteem too, and confidence, and just overall being. And as people see you do this, it becomes addictive for them, and you start attracting people that are interested in what it is you're doing. So it's a big snowball effect, and as you put the good energy in towards your why, the good energy starts to flow back to you also. It's a pretty simple process. It's just a matter of staying focused and continuing to do the work day in and day out to reach your goals and to accomplish the tasks that you've put out for yourself. That's really the best way to kind of go about it. The next steps that you should do is just be aware of your surroundings, the people that you're with, your family, and how you treat them, and the energy that you give to them also. Because if say you had a bad day at work and things are just going, you're just having a bad day, and you reflect that back to your family, then of course it's going to be reciprocated back to you, exacerbating the entire process, and it just becomes a big mess. And then everyone's angry, everyone's frustrated, and usually there's ways to nip those in the butt and to turn over that leaf and start making the positive aspects start to happen. So just be aware of what it is you're doing, how you're speaking, and that will help kind of start working towards your why and figuring out your why. Because once you figure that out, it's game on, and it feels so good to be able to to understand your why and to start really focusing your efforts towards that. So awesome, guys. I hope you liked this video. Hit me in the comments and in the section below, and click subscribe if you want to get more, be updated when I release new content and whatever. And again, thank you for your time, and thank you for your energy into watching the videos, and I really do appreciate, and I will see you on the next video.